Let me share something I've noticed, both in my own journey and in the women I work with. Sometimes when things start working in weight loss, that's when we fall off. Now, let's slow that down for a moment because that can feel confusing. You would think when things start working, you would just keep going. But that's not always what happens. You start seeing progress, the scale is moving, your clothes are fitting differently, you feel a little more confident, and for a moment, it feels good. You might even feel relieved, like, okay, finally something is working. But then something shifts. You relax a little, you reward yourself, you step away from the structure that helped you get there, and slowly old habits start to come back. Not all at once, but little by little. And before you know it, you're not doing the same things that were helping you succeed. Hey, I'm Dr. Kisha Pickford, a nurse practitioner and hormone informed metabolic and weight loss strategist. And I'm also a woman over 50 who is actively navigating this journey myself. And this is Weight Talk Thursdays, where we keep it heart centered, hormone friendly, and real life approved. And this is a conversation that doesn't get talked about enough because most people focus on how to start, but not how to continue when things are working. And this is the part many women don't realize. Sometimes success feels unfamiliar. And when something feels unfamiliar, we naturally go back to what feels normal, even if that normal is what kept us stuck before. Because your brain is wired for familiarity, not necessarily for progress. And let me take that one step deeper, because this is not just about discipline. This is about patterns. It's about identity. It's about what you are used to experiencing. If you are used to starting and stopping, if you are used to cycles, if you are used to not seeing long-term success, then when success begins to happen, it can actually feel uncomfortable. And this is something I've seen both personally and with the women I work with. Even in my own journey, losing over 130 pounds, I've had to recognize moments where I had to pause and ask myself, am I pulling back because this isn't working or because it actually is? And that's a very different question. And this is where it shifts. Because when progress starts to happen, your identity has to catch up with the results. And that takes awareness. It takes intention. It takes recognizing what's happening in the moment instead of just reaching to it. So the question becomes, what do we do with that? One thing that helps is maintaining structure. Even when things feel good, not extreme structure, but consistency, because consistency is what created the progress in the first place. Another thing to be aware of is how quickly we try to reward ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself, but when the reward removes the structure, that's when the shift happens. And just as important is recognizing when old habits are starting to come back, not judging yourself, but noticing, because awareness gives you the opportunity to choose differently. And this is why I want you to hear this clearly. If you've ever felt like you were doing well and then suddenly fell off, that does not mean you're failing. It means you are learning. It means you are becoming more aware. It means you are learning how to stay consistent at a new level. And if you're ready to take this a step further, I have a few resources that can help support you. You can start with my book, The Wait is Over, or my Hormone Reset Jumpstart. It can get you started on your journey as well. Or you can join my Fresh Start Holistic Weight Loss Program if you are ready for a guided transformation. I also offer a nutrition audit if you want more personalized look at what's going on with your habits and your metabolism. I'll link everything in the description below so you can explore what feels like the right next step for you. Well, thank you for joining me for today's episode of Weight Talk Thursdays. And remember, your health is not a secret. It's your story. So own it. And I'll see you next week. Bye.